how to get a good internal vibe anytime you want one. Now, we all need to feel good on the inside, don't we? Sometimes we wake up feeling positive, but more often than not we wake up with a low vibe inside. Now, here's how you can change that vibe in seconds. Now, I've always enjoyed having some money in my pocket, never more so when I was 16. You see, I wanted to go out, I wanted to meet people and have a good time. Now, these were the days before social media, before mobile phones, before the internet. And the only way you could meet people was to have money in your pocket and head out to the clubs and the pubs. Now, at age 16, I had a problem. I didn't have much money. Admittedly, I had a job marking up newspapers at the local newsagents in the mornings, but this only gave me enough cash for my bus fare to school, sixth form, my comics that I always used to buy, and my music albums, which I loved. Now, I needed some more cash, and I had a brainwave one afternoon whilst cutting my dad's grass at home. Why don't I mow other people's lawns for hard cash? So I started borrowing my dad's lawnmower without him knowing, wheeling it up the road to the garage to fill it up with fuel, and then dragging it to the terrace houses at the top of town, which had those communal lawns out on the front. A quick knock on the door, and I was able to collect £1 each. And with £10 in my pocket, I'd perfectly cut the lawn outside. An hour later, I was £10 richer. Now, word spread to the other houses, and soon enough I was earning £25 to £30 just for a few hours work. Less the petrol costs, of course, and I had 30 quid to go out that night and have a good time. Good times. I felt independent, I felt excited, and I felt very proud of myself. Now, it's a pretty good feeling, isn't it, to have as a teenager? And it's even better to have as an adult facing all sorts of pressures and stresses at work. But here's the thing, the psychology, the secret here, smells take you right back to the moment, back to the memory, and they allow you to relive that good feeling that you had at the time. Smells, you see, have no cognitive barrier to the memory. They have no filter. They just take you straight back to the memory of the smell. Now, the two smells that take me back to those good times in 1980 and live the good vibes of independence and excitement and pride are unleaded petrol and fresh grass, freshly cut grass. Now, it's a simple technique then, but it works wonders. Every time I need a boost of good internal vibes, I simply smell the smell. Now, it's a quick and easy way to transport me back to those days of independence and excitement. But what about you? What about, are there any smells that take you back to those good memories? Perhaps it's the scent of a loved one's perfume, the familiar aroma of sun cream on a beach day, or the comforting smell of bacon from a childhood camping trip. These are universal triggers that can transport you back to a time of joy and contentment. Now, before you start asking why a 16-year-old would get into pubs, this was before identity checks. I kind of looked older for my age back then, which is great when you're 16, but not so good when you pass 60.